we can somehow at least get
something, yeah.
4 of those games as a W, then I'll be very confident to say that we've secured our spot in the 4th place. I wanted to continue.
Welcome.
All right, welcome back, guys. We're going to dive into some English football.
Yeah, straight away.
All right, it's been a long time.
It has been.
But yeah, look, we're going to go into Chelsea.
Yep.
There's a lot to say. Obviously, if you guys have seen the headlines, we are the laughing stock. Losing to our youth squad, Maresca, I need to have a chat. And how is our first team losing to the under 18s and the 21s?
Do you need to have a chat with Maresca or the players?
I guess more the players.
Yeah,
but
because Maresca wasn't happy either.
He wasn't happy.
Fair.
He 100% wasn't happy. But at the same time, like they say, it's never the student, it's the teacher.
Some students are bad.
Some students are bad. And as you guys know, Chelsea, known for a long time as Mandem FC, the guys that just do whatever they like on the pitch, do whatever they like outside of the pitch. But yeah, man, like hearing that and seeing that headline, that really shook me because now that top 4 spot, obviously, I don't really see us getting 3rd, 2nd, or 1st at all. But
First, I don't know why you mentioned first.
Yeah, you don't even want to mention that. But that 4th spot that we are obviously fighting for, it is at risk. The biggest risk, especially seeing a headline like that, where you have the young guns, the guns that are not even first team, beating it. It's like a bunch of Yamals beating the first team.
Yeah.
Now, there's not much information of who in the first team was actually playing.
Yeah.
There's not much information of like how much they were actually putting into it, how much they care about that game, because at the end of the day, it would have been a training session for the first team, but still embarrassing to see that. These kids look up to you guys. The kids see you guys. He's like, all right, I'm trying to get to that squad. But then you being a kid beating that squad, you start thinking, dang.
The only thing I can think of in terms of like trying to give grace to the first team of Chelsea, half the squad is probably on international duty.
That is true.
Because Palmer, Reece James, a few other players that I can think of, even Caicedo, even Enzo, none of them were there.
Yeah.
I don't know about the keeper. Where is he from?
Sanchez.
Yeah. Anyways, I just feel like most of those players, Cucurella wasn't there, that's for sure. So most of those players weren't there. Let's be fair. Like when they say first team, I don't think they mean the actual first team.
Yeah, but
they mean like teams in the first team, like players in the first team.
Yeah.
But Chelsea has how many first team players?
Exactly, we have that many first team players, but still, at the same time, being called up to be in the first team.
But then again, the motivation is not really there if you're playing the youth team. Let's be fair, it's a training drill.
Yeah, but
I think it's being blown out of proportion.
You still want to show a bit of
fight
to
actually get in the first team.
To be like, this is why I'm first team, and this is why you're still, you know what I mean? Still training to get to where we need to be.
Yeah.
Seeing that, it was just, I was scared for our next game, because who did we have next? Man, we had the one and only team that from the last freaking times that we've actually versed them, we haven't succeeded to get through. It was either a draw and
but Tottenham have problems of their own, so when you weigh with Chelsea have less problems.
That's true.
In terms of like the top 4, the only grace I can also give you is that potentially, is it potentially or is it official now? Top 5, top 5 can make it to the Champions League.
Yeah, top 5 can.
But I think the 5th spot has a playoff.
Has a playoff too.
Which is like, I'm pretty sure the playoff won't be as bad. You'll be playing some sort of team someone never heard of.
Yeah.
Like a Conference League team.
Yeah, which is not bad.
Yeah.
But
I think you should fight for the top 4. But if you finish 5th, I don't think it's the end of the world.
Yeah, no, that is true. But diving into the game that we had with Tottenham, obviously I'm going in with a lot of negative energy and a lot of concern in how the team's going to play. Like you said, a lot of players were in international break.
Yeah.
And, you know what I mean, seeing Palmer and Jackson come back on the field and everything like that. Look, watching the game, it was a very slow game. I wouldn't say it was absolutely exciting. I wouldn't say neither did both teams play their best football. It just looked like it was like a scratch match where they were just fighting from side to side. Tottenham being very rough within the whole game. Like, how many bookings did the whole... There was like 9 bookings or something like that.
They wanted it more.
Yeah, they did.
But they just don't have the quality, I guess.
Yeah. And like, obviously the finish that we got from Enzo Fernandez, like, yeah, that was a great finish, but at the same time, I just needed more from the team. I just wanted to see more from the team.
Yeah.
And we still have that same problem is once we hit the 80th minute, we all just look like we don't want to be there anymore. And we're literally getting penetrated in our box.
Yeah.
And that was the problem in the game. Yes, we came through with the win.
Yeah.
But it wasn't convincing enough for me to say...
To be confident.
Yeah, to be confident that we can secure this full spot.
Yeah.
Because our next run, like, we got to be careful.
Well, what's the next run anyway? Who are the...
So, we got Ipswich.
Yeah. I think you guys can beat Ipswich.
Ipswich, yeah.
So 3 points there.
We got Fulham.
I think you guys can beat Fulham. Is it home or away?
These are home, all right? And then we got Everton after that.
I think you can get some points.
We could get some points.
Draw or whatever, but I don't think you lose it to Everton.
Yeah, but, you know what I mean? I'm still just judging from what I've seen.
Yeah, from the previous game.
From the previous game, there has to be some change.
With confidence.
Yeah, there just has to be some change in the team.
Yeah.
After that, we have Liverpool.
It depends where they are in terms of like, if they had already won the league by then, are they really motivated? Because if let's say Arsenal lose their next game, and Liverpool win their next one, they only need 3 more points to win.
That's very
after
true.
that.
That is very true.
So it depends where Liverpool are with the league. Like if they already won it before they verse you, then it's pretty much like they're just showing up.
Yeah, but it's not going to be easy. That's what I'm.
It won't be easy. No, don't get me wrong.
It's definitely not going to.
But I have a feeling they'll probably like field half the team won before the first team.
Yeah. So after that, after Liverpool, we got Nottingham Forest, which is their 3rd spot. If we can somehow at least get
salvage something,
4 of those games as a W, then I'll be very confident to say that we've secured our spot in the 4th place. But yeah, Chelsea, like, I just need more.
Yeah.
I just need more. I just want to see more. I just want to feel confident and not feel stressed every time I watch you guys. We've started off with a great season. We've had a decline. Palmer not being our star boy anymore because he just can't find the net anymore.
Yeah.
But
Jackson being back, does that kind of give you some sort of confidence and hope and some sort of like...
just watching him, he just...
light at the end of the tunnel.
I don't know. I feel like we're getting better results from the other players like Enzo Fernandez and like, you know what I mean? Pedro Neto and like all them other players. The players that we didn't suspect or expect for them to actually do great.
They're starting to pull their weight.
They're starting to pull their weight rather than the star players that we had at the start.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's a good thing, but at the same time, it's like if everyone could keep the same level, then the team would go so far.
Yeah.
But yeah, for Chelsea, that's all I really have to say.
Yeah.
I just need better. I need more. Let's secure at least some points. Make sure that we have that 4th spot. If we have the 5th spot, then let's make sure we fight and just get to the Champions League next season. And let's do better, man. But yeah, we're going to take it over to the Spanish side.
The Premier League has been somewhat underwhelming.